Hey, Grand Rising, beloved Grand Rising. Let me entertain you for a minute, man. Shoot, moved around. Partner moved around a little bit, right? Little bird say you gotta move around, man, so you can get the real info. So I did that. And no question, got the real info. You know what I'm talking about? Seen some stuff. Uh, if you're somebody out there and you know that you're a content creator, activist, you speak against the grain, anything like that within your community, and you know people don't like you and all that kind of stuff, you're going through things and stuff like that, yeah, this is squeeze time, all right? I'm going to put this out, and I hope the person sue me. She go by Demisha Anderson. This is my wife now, who I've been separated for going on 4 years, that I've been trying to get a divorce. She know, all right? But like I've been told, they don't want to let you go, bro, because you going to get married and going about your life puts a strain on people, you know what I'm saying? So it's a duality thing, you know what I'm saying? What the person has done is insured, or tried to, before she left, before she got kicked out, put the damper on me where that I can't have, my life back, da-da-da, right? Cool. She done got with these other ex-wives and stuff like that and played this game right there. All right, cool. Reason why I bring this up, I there's a brother right now, he don't know. He don't know no better, all right? And I'm not trying to out the person because I don't like the person or none of that. That don't got nothing to do. Just to forewarn you, what people will do to others, hurt people. So what they'll do to others, they'll do it again. It's just due time. So what you can expect, watch this, when it happens, it go down, because it's gonna go down. The person, you have to understand, it's gonna go down for you because the person didn't leave a relationship on the right accord. It ain't got nothing to do with you. You're gonna find this out. It ain't got nothing to do with you. And right now, nothing's working for you right now, whoever she's with or whatever, man or female. I'm being honest with you. I know this. So it's gonna look good for a minute because it's all shiny, all this stuff. But you're gonna see it ain't. So what I'm saying is, the person gets we ain't been together for 4 years. Person gets in a wreck, right? You on my USAA. Now USAA is supposed to be a little specialized insurance for service members, all right? And you can only be a service member of the joint or service member spouse or family member, right? And then in that, when dealing with USA claims work, you got to go through the service member. You have to have the okay of the service member. Watch this. So I've been with USA over 15 years. You know what I'm saying? Just let them go. Was getting my residuals and all that kind of stuff. Watch this. So USA down there in San Antonio is who I was dealing with. All right, calling. That's what I was using. And so I got family down there. My mother's younger stepsister lived down there. All right, so we know of, and got family all around there, right? And then some people who thought they was associates and friends or whatever, they live down there, so they played the game too. The one who talked to me about, hey, Shell, remember about your property tax? He knew more about my property tax than I did. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, yeah, chick did that. So that told me a lot too, because he was in clue with her. But I bring this up because person got in a wreck. We ain't together. We ain't been together a year or two, right? Right down the street going to Temple, getting a wreck. One of the offshoot friends or whatever, D, calls me and said, hey, man, such a, okay, yeah, got you. In the wreck. I'm just calling to make sure the person alive, you got in the wreck. Person, Sean, shocked that I know, but yeah, I know, but turns it around, because I'm not supposed to know. So, I'm not all this. And I'm okay, cool. Gotcha. Left it alone. Before that though, had already talked to USA. Before the wreck, 2 weeks prior, I think, or probably even a month, I said, look, I am separated from my here now spouse. I was trying to take her off the insurance, but I was known that I wouldn't be able to do it out of the divorce decree, separation, all that. So I said, okay, cool. But I want to ensure that she has no availability to the account unless I'm called. I need to know everything. Oh yeah, Mr. Shump, she can't do nothing without it. You're the primary and da-da-da. And I gave my number, new number, everything. I said, it's like, do you know her number? I don't know nothing about She didn't gone. I don't know nothing about this person. I'm trying to get a divorce. Lawyers playing with me. Judges playing with me. Just, so I'm doing, oh no, we got you. She can't do. It's USAA. Company that's supposed to be in good standing. That person went and just got out. This is how I knew. Trying to cop cheaper insurance and wondering why my insurance so high, man. You know what I'm saying? I've never paid no high insurance, right? And then come to find out, well, you got this at fault stain on you. I'm like, what you mean at fault? Purchasing on insurance. Yeah, was it at your? Did you have a wreck with Demisha Shellman? Da da da. And I'm like, no. Did she have? Yeah, she had a wreck. It says you was at fault. I'm like, how can I be at fault when I wasn't even at the wreck and all that? I understand it's going to be at fault on my paperwork, but I wasn't there. So what the person did was, whoever was getting in the car, you know what I'm saying, doing whatever they doing, got in the wreck, played like me. Yeah. So we came to that conclusion because I'm over here with another quote who's giving me a good quote, but then the quote jumped up when that came up. You do the premium stuff and then the faults and stuff come up. So that jumped up and made it sky high, right? And I'm like, damn, bro. So I'm talking to the brother right there and I'm saying, well, I don't want to pay for this quote right now because it jumped up and da 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 da. And he's like, what's wrong? Da da da. And I told him, he say, well, were you there? Was you? I said, we explaining like, that. It's like, nah, bro. They say, why would you leave USA? I said, man, you would think it is, but watch this, da da da. I told him, I said, he said, you weren't even at the wreck? No. I say, but let me tell you what I feel that happened, and you tell me if I'm right or wrong. I just told you about the wreck, called the person on the day of the wreck and all that stuff, so I know it's a wreck. I called the people ahead of time, 2 weeks prior to time, not knowing that it's going to be a wreck on, but just knowing some corny stuff was going down until they get their own insurance. Next thing, watch this. When they brought it up for me to get the new quote, they last prior drivers on your insurance. Watch this. Why is Bishop Skaggs, who was the youngest child, right? My child, 26. Why is Bishop Skaggs' name even anywhere on some insurance paperwork? When all them kids were in my house, the only one that was viable to get insurance put on them, Devarian and Vashawn. That's it. Devarian and Sean had license. And Devarian wasn't even on there. See what I'm talking about? Or Jalen, that's the next one. But why is Bishop Skaggs on there? Maybe Carolyn can tell me, because she's a manipulator. That's the type of stuff she do. And that's the person this other person learned from. And then it got his age on there, 26. So one of them other boys, either Bishop on their line, she lined for him to get a car and all this other stuff, because I heard somebody got a car. Or Devarian, all right? One of them other boys. It's just manipulation, you know what I'm saying? So just to show you that shoulder. But what came down, I talked real too. I said, so USA is very, very, it's identification worthy, you know what I'm saying? Call, you got to prep yourself, you got to have this. And so what this person did was have information on me, right? And what this person did was have information on me, right? And then called in the USAA and played like it was me. Got claims money, got everything, all that stuff. All that stuff should have went through me calling everything. But then, like USAA, left them. Oh, why you leaving? This past year, the year prior to it, I usually get, even when I disconnected from them, I usually get my little $200 something because it's subscription money, revenue, revenue. And I guess that's what CB was talking about. Yeah, who got your revenue? At the end of the year, we get that in December. So past December and December. So I already said my mail was being rerouted and stuff. So that's what happened. All right. So I give that to you because you know, I'm not that one to, you know, out people and stuff, but I know when it's come to a point where if somebody can be this cold, and I talk to the brother or sister or whoever who's on the other side, you know, entertaining that, you have to understand if a woman can be that cold, listen to me, to somebody who since 2012, right? Since 2012, all of me, I don't like. I'm not the one to like. I wish I wouldn't have did that. And no, lessons learned. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I enjoyed myself at the time. That, you know, them boys. Like I told people, man, what hurt me the most was them kids, man. Real talk. I had them boys. Man, I had them boys on right. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. All right. And especially them being all the way wrong. They was all the way wrong when I, you know, and I accept that challenge. And so that affected me. It ain't got nothing to do with the person. The person, you kind of sensed it, because I should have seen the writing on the wall when you can talk about badly about, you know, I get it. We vent a little bit about the last relationships and stuff, but I found it funny. Like every time the kids got in something, woo, 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 she'd already blame it on Paul. Let them do it, Paul. And I'm like, you the mama. But I understood that, okay, well, you're going to have a different way of doing things. So then she'll also get that same type of, you know, discipline principles and stuff like that, and and grow with it and stuff like that. But it was always point the finger at somebody else of why they like they are, whatever. And even that person. But that's why I'm doing because I know if Paul, because that's why me and Paul was looking at each other. We never talked. You know, I know the young man, my brother know him, all them, but we really never talked. Why? And I apologize to you. I'm Sean. I'm apologize to you, Paul. You know me, all right? You know how she lies. We know, Lahoma know how she lies. You know, people know how she lies. So Pruitt know how she lies. So in that, yeah, she had me looking at you some kind of way, all right? Deadbeat, this, that. And I kind of took that on, but I took it on for the kids, protection of the kids. You know what I'm saying? Not that I believed in, I just said, you know, these kids ain't gonna go through a lot of stuff. But I understood the stuff that she was talking, y'all back and forth and all that stuff and all that. I understood that. I just didn't try to get in it. I just like, hey, these boys in a better position now, and I'm just gonna run with it. You notice I ain't never come at you, woo, none of that. Even when Devarian you came, and Devarian wanted to act a fool, and she wanted Devarian to jump on you. I want you to know that. And I told Devarian, go take your butt in that house, because you ain't finna do this with no grown folk around me. It's real. It's real. You understand? So I quickly understood and seen the manipulation in so many ways, especially with your mom, bro. I just say it like that, bro. I ain't trying to be disrespectful or nothing, but especially with your mom. Caroline is very disrespectful and very manipulative. Now, whether you take it on that like, you know, Kingsman shit or whatever, it don't matter to me, because you know how we stand. Big Spring, we know how it stand, right? For sure. All right, so yeah, it just like, you know, I let a snake worm in the house, cool. Family set it up, you know, beforehand, stuff like that. I wasn't paying attention, but like I say, tell so many of y'all, you know, I am who I am. I'm a family dude, you know what I'm saying? And at one point in time, I was vulnerable, still in the military and stuff, still dealing with a lot of stuff, then taking on more stuff, my mom taking her on. So I just felt the need of losing my father, you know what I'm saying? And to be operating, you know what I'm saying, continue operating so that I lose myself at that point in time. And so it helped for that, you know what I'm saying? I know that's not great to say, did you do it out of love or this? And, you know, it turned to that, love for the children, love for this. I knew what I was bringing on, but I knew also that it would, you know what I'm saying, just lost dude, you know what I'm saying? And in the mix of losing mom in so many ways, but didn't want to lose her, so put so much energy in other things so that you don't feel like you losing. So it paid, it did its due, man. But now we on the time and we got to tell, True got to hold water, and USA, you you're gonna see me coming. We already got lawyers. I got about 3-4 lawyers, so they ready. Working on other stuff, so we'll just get this locked in, and we're gonna lock her up. We're gonna get her. Well, I don't even worry about lockup because people saying that stuff, but I need my angels to react. You know what I'm talking about? I need my angels to react. Yeah. I want everything back. Body hit the flow, everything. All right, everybody involved, because there's a lot involved. So y'all active, y'all know what to do. So if I got to pay for it out of my pocket every month because my insurance got to go sky up because of somebody else, then yeah, I want my. If every month, I don't give a dang, but I want it. You see what I'm talking about? Let's get it. You know who I am. You know how I am. Coach D, AJ, all y'all, yeah, that's coming to you. It's already on you hard, but even more. All right, so love y'all. Keep doing what y'all doing. We keep going in motion on the lighter mode. Man, good to get out, move around, and keep the app up on and stuff, and keep functioning, looking at things, building. You know how we do, and no misconception. We got to get away from that place. Y'all already know. Love y'all.